Back on March 15th, I uploaded a fantastic YouTube video. I honestly think it's one of my best videos, where I talked about a fanboy who's been raging in my comments for weeks at the time. Then, on April 25th, I followed up with a sequel on that video to point out that he was still raging in my comments, and I laughed at his comments yet again. And, well, this is the third part to the trilogy to wrap up this fantastic series on this fanboy known as kabullo76, because he is still seething in my comments. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, what could cause someone to be crying in your comments section since early March of 2024? Well, it's incredibly pathetic, and it's the fact that I emulated Mario Kart DS, and he thinks that emulation and piracy are the same. Now, this guy's comments are the most schizo, incoherent comments you could ever read. His comments are basically just him calling everyone he doesn't like autistic and telling them to, how do I say this on YouTube without getting banned? Keep themselves safe. But it gets even more pathetic, because he doesn't only leave hate on my videos, he will go to anyone's channel who is a fan of my content and harass them, which is incredibly pathetic. For anyone wondering what to do in that situation, honestly, I'd just leave his comments there because they boost your videos in the algorithm, but if you wanted to, you could block him from your channel in your YouTube studio. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. Here is part 3 to the kabullo76 trilogy. Oh yeah, and keep in mind when I read out some comments, they aren't all going to be his comments. A lot of them are going to be responses to comments he left, so I'm going to need to add a little bit of context by reading out the original comment. Let's go. This guy commented, "I don't really get why people would want games to run at 30 FPS and not 60 FPS. Even if you can't see the difference, you can definitely feel it in the controls." And Manchild comes in and basically tells him to keep himself safe, if you get what I mean. Yes, this person should keep himself safe because he prefers games that play more responsively than those at 30 FPS. I mean, he's basically the reincarnation of the German mustache man. So this guy here left a comment on my channel saying, "How dare him having independent opinion." Nice grammar, by the way. That's something that Sneakycacti doesn't like. He should be just like Sneakycacti and just echo the most popular and mainstream opinion so he can grift from it. As someone who recycled the same reaction to gamers formula, where more half of your videos is Harmon Smith who doesn't even know you exist and yet you keep making videos on him. And on top of all, you are a toxic zoomer and an ageist who thinks nobody above 30 is entitled to his own opinion. As part of the most degenerate generation, I wouldn't talk instead of you, and he's right, Brutal Doom is garbage. This commenter commented, "Having an opinion is not a problem, it's when you have garbage reasoning for that opinion is when you get criticized. As much as this guy's entitled to his own opinion, we have the right to criticize that opinion. Combine Boy agrees." He then left another comment, which Manchild did not appreciate, as we're going to go over in a second, and says, "Also, you do realize that right after accusing Sneaky of being ageist, you literally made a statement that is ageist against a generation of people, right? Maybe have some self-awareness." 100% agree. The fanboy comments, "One of your best regarded takes. Congrats." With the 3 dumbass emojis after. You gotta love when someone uses the stupid fucking emojis all the time. It's really the sign of a low IQ individual. Also, he calls his take quote-unquote regarded, but he doesn't explain how. Also, hilarious that he says regarded instead of considering he's not afraid to tell people to unsubscribe from life. Typing out the word "regarded," that's a no-no. Telling people to basically off themselves, that's alright. Making fun of autistic people, that's alright. Typing the word "regarded," that's a no-no. Which, by the way, YouTube won't even remove your comment if you say that word in the comment section. On a video I made on a fanboy, I think it was Harmon, this guy commented, "This guy reminds me of Kabullo, lol. The amount of delusion and projection coming from him is insane." The simple mention of Kabullo prompted him to come into the replies of this guy's comment and tell him to unsubscribe from life. Yes, very rational response. Someone criticizes you, tell them to unsubscribe from life. Very mature thing to do. You might want to work on the anger management there, bud. Here's some great suggestions for you, buddy. You might want to get a stress ball that you can squeeze when you really get angry from those mean comments. You might want to go for a walk, listen to some calming music. I don't know, dude. Maybe you could play a video game. Obviously don't emulate it, because emulation is what caused you to spend the past 6 months in my comments section crying over everything. This guy by the name of Gen 3 Hater left another comment on my video. This guy's his own can of worms, which could get his own dedicated video. But he said, "Ever notice that you make 1,000 video replies to him?" Referring to Harmon, he doesn't even mention you once in his videos. LOL, you are pathetic, dude. How many times you are going to recycle the same garbage content? And then the Manchild replies, "It's the level of his followers." Makes no fucking sense, by the way. They are kids with a very low attention span. I mean, I would say that you also have a low attention span, but you have a high enough attention span to be focused on my videos for 6 months, so good job. So I reply to Gen 3 Hater telling him, "Dude, you're on all my videos, hop off my sack." The fanboy comes in and says, "Don't be so emotional," which is hilarious considering someone simply saying they preferred games at 60 FPS prompted him to tell them to unsubscribe from life. I then inform him that he's on all my videos as well. He then replies saying I have many homosexual fans, and if I put too many hearts on his messages, they'll get jealous. Which is funny, you're gonna call anyone else homosexual when you've been riding my meat for the past 6 months. So this person commented, "Came for the Harmon salt, stayed for the kabullo salt." So I'm guessing Kabullo was crying in the comments, which he also did in this guy's reply. "I came for your autism, to be honest, and you never disappoint me. LOL, 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 and the stupid fucking emoji." Ah yes, the classic Kabullo 76 argument. Call anyone you disagree with autistic. Which is funny because people have actually commented on my last video where he called everyone autistic and said he has the autistic symptom of hyperfixation on my channel. Then this guy comments, "I don't know whether to laugh or shake my head at the fact that you felt so offended by one comment that you not only replied to this one, but felt the need to come to my comment section as well and call me mentally handicapped." You know, serious question, how does this guy have so much free time that he can sit and cope in a comment section, but not only sit and cope in that comment section, but go to everyone else's channel in that comment section and cope as well? Does this guy have a fucking job? What the fuck, dude? Maybe he does have a job and this is just what he spends his free time doing. You know, the only free time he has, the limited free time he has on this fucking planet. This is what he spends doing with it. That is pathetic. Now, Gaming Computers left a comment to him and, what the fuck? He just had like a schizo meltdown. Like, he's just typing random letters at this point with a fucking mouse emoji. I mean, what the fuck? Now, I don't know what the fuck happened here. I'm guessing community guidelines like struck him for spam or something, and it like removed some of his comments. But maybe you should just write out your comments in one word, so you don't have, you know, stupid shit like this happen. But whatever, dude. Gaming Computers commented, "If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing, and a pirate is free," with 2 pirate flag emojis. And Kabullo commented, "And your autism is still peak." You know, he got very offended over the fact that someone pirated a game. Leave the billion-dollar company alone, dude. You know, you might want to go ahead and bend over a little further for Daddy Nintendo. Now, an argument broke out in my comment section over the price increase of Xbox Game Pass on my Dreamcast guy video. You know, they go back and forth in my comment section, and Manchild pipes in to say this. "You're joking, but these people who complain eat a week at McDonald's for $5. I feel sorry for the poor things. I don't know where you're getting McDonald's for $5 fucking dollars. I don't know what country you live in. But, yeah, it definitely doesn't cost $5 for a full meal at McDonald's. And, I don't pay for my games. Remember, I'm a dirty pirate." So, on my video where I responded to Harmon, basically telling people to stop being poor and pay for re-releases of 14-year-old games at full price, this guy commented, "I like how bro is arguing that 60, 70 eddies is not that much for a game. Yeah, for you maybe. But I happen to know some people who struggle to pay for dinner every single day. Dinner, food, a basic human right. How are you gonna tell me that people who go to bed hungry would have no problem coughing up 60 to 70 eddies for a game they may not even like? Like, bro, did you even stop to think about that one?" And the Manchild comments, LOL, LOL, LOL. Gaming is not a basic human right. Deal with it. Nowhere did he say that gaming was a basic human right, but re-releasing 14-year-old games with no upgrades whatsoever besides a dogshit fucking resolution increase and pricing it the same as you did for the game years ago is scummy as fuck. And defending $60 to $70 games is just you're mentally fucked. This guy quoted a person in my video that said Xbox Game Pass is for poor people and then put a faceplant emoji after. It's true, by the way. Your boyfriend Nate, I can't say that word on YouTube without getting demonetized, aka Mr. Chicken Parmesan, is an Xbot enthusiast with a bunch of stupid emojis. Josh here said can't wait to hear Kabullo cope, and this comment caused a Nintendo fanboy to crawl out of his basement and into my comments. But what I found strange is he didn't even come after the guy who said he can't wait to see Kabullo cope. He came after the guy right under who said he can't wait either, which is very weird. As for what he said, he told the guy to game over. Nintendo Boy asked him how his day was, and he says, "I'm emulate my Steam Deck on my Steam Deck." I don't even know what this is supposed to mean. He's literally gone like too mad schizo. On my video where I talked about a instance of child abuse, this guy made a mockery of it and called it a very important subject. You know, I find it hilarious that he doesn't think child abuse is important, but God forbid the billion-dollar corporation loses money on a 15-year-old game that isn't made anymore, which they're not even losing money in that case because it isn't made anymore. The final string of comments starts with a comment left by Gen 3 Hater on the video I made, criticizing Harmon Smith for defending a re-release of Donkey Kong Country Returns, a 14-year-old game, at more money than it originally costed. There is nothing to say to someone with a little mind such as yours that love only trashy, repetitive FPS games. Nintendo prices are reasonable because the majority of Nintendo games are innovative, unlike your FPS games. Ah yes, nothing screams innovation like re-releasing 14-year-old games for more money. You are just another toxic PC gamer that buy COD every year and talk smack about Nintendo. Nintendo never released the same game from years ago to the Switch. Those who cost full price are remastered versions. If you don't like it, don't buy it, period. You don't like my videos, don't watch them, period. And I just reply with a laughing emoji because all you can do is laugh at somebody like this. Everyone's favorite Manchild comes in and says he's right though, you play a lot of mediocre FPS games and understand nothing about gaming. You play Mario Kart DS in 16:9. He's still upset over that Mario Kart DS thing from 5 months ago. That's hilarious. I then say, you think Doom is mediocre, lol. He then says, not Doom, a lot of other games you liked, for sure, with a stupid kissing emoji. Do you still use the aimbot because you're not able to aim? Now he's referring to an old video where I used aim assist on Ultra Kill. The point of my videos has never been, oh my god dude, look, I'm a pro gamer. I reply and tell him no, I learned to play the game better through practice, and now I play without aim assist, which is true. He replies with 3 thumbs up and says, but I would be curious to see how you would play against human opponents. So his point here is that he's better at games than me because he plays against human opponents. I have a video on my channel where I go 30-0 on COD, but even if you are better than me at games, doesn't change the fact that you're a loser.